As of today, the name Mike Tyson in boxing is synonymous with respect. However, starting from scratch like any other fighter, in his early years, he was disrespected, underestimated, and even attempted to be intimidated on the streets by those who sealed their fate with the audacity of their words. Welcome. In today's video, we will review 5 fights where a young Mike Tyson would demonstrate to his arrogant opponents why, years later, he would become a living legend. Get comfortable because we are about to begin. Mike Tyson vs. Mitch Green. On May 20th, '86, with a professional record of 20 victories, 19 of them by knockout, Mike Tyson entered the ring at Madison Square Garden, New York, to face Mitch "Blood" Green. Before the fight, Green, known for his gangster lifestyle outside the ring, publicly threatened Tyson's life, warning him that touching him would result in death. Without showing fear, Mike pressured him throughout the fight. Green's head and body were repeatedly struck by powerful blows that undoubtedly caused significant damage.
Double up. He just was a little bit late. Like Tyson, there is no major problem.
Chopping right hand did get in.
I mean, Tyson, they're good uppercut or live. What is your adrenaline?
At the end of the scheduled 10 rounds, judges George Colon, George DeGabriel, and Pat Dolan unanimously awarded the victory to the Great Iron Mike, fueling Blood Green's hatred for the young knockout machine even more. The conflict escalated to the violent world of the streets when, in '88, Green, in his gangster role, attempted to intimidate Tyson in a heated argument outside a store, throwing a punch. Mike responded with a direct right to his nose, causing a wound that required 5 stitches to heal correctly. After that, Mitch had not only been defeated in the ring but also in the streets he boasted of controlling. Mike Tyson vs. Donnie Long. Donnie Long liked to describe himself as a nightmare in his youth, claiming to be a mix of Jason, Chucky, and Freddy Krueger, an all-in-one package. Before the fight against Tyson, Long made the mistake of underestimating the power of the 19-year-old, who already had an undefeated record of 8 victories by knockout. Long invited everyone to question if his skills matched the hype he was receiving. At the time, Long represented Tyson's toughest test. However, on October 9, '85, the Great Iron Mike entered the ring at Trump Casino Hotel, Atlantic City, New Jersey, to face the reloaded nightmare. From the start, Tyson aggressively attacked Long with powerful headshots. Within 37 seconds, a left hook had sent his arrogance crashing against the ropes, and he fell backward onto the canvas.
19 years of age. Long is 27. Oh!
Long got up only to receive another attack that left him on his knees within 1 minute and 2 seconds.
He nearly sent Long out of the ring with that left hook.
Tyson. Oh!
Surprisingly, he stood up again only to be a victim of a devastating short left hook that bent his knees and sent him to the canvas for the 3rd time.
A strong right hand barrage again.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson.
Tyson seemed to have knocked down Jason, Chucky, and Freddy Krueger before the halfway point of the 1st round, declared the winner by technical knockout in 1 minute and 28 seconds. Mike Tyson vs. Jesse Ferguson. Also in '86, before the altercation with Blood Green, Jesse Ferguson took his turn to have a match against Mike Tyson, starting long before due to his controversial statements. Confident in his abilities, Ferguson, with a professional record of 14 victories, 10 by knockout and 1 defeat, for some reason felt superior to young Mike Tyson, who remained undefeated with 17 victories by knockout. Every chance he got, Ferguson claimed that beating the Great Iron Mike would be a mere formality that he would expedite when the time came. So, on February 16th, in the ring at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Troy, New York, Tyson had no choice but to prove him brutally wrong. Despite being Tyson's first fight that exceeded 5 rounds, he attacked Ferguson with brutal body shots, causing his head to snap back a couple of times. The punishment imposed by the young knockout machine was so severe that Ferguson began to fight dirty, leading with his head, holding Tyson behind his, and throwing a couple of punches after the bell.
Distinguishes him even in the amateurs. Mike Tyson can throw great body shots. He takes...
Tyson's cruel offensive had generated such erratic behavior in Ferguson that, by the 5th round, he clung to Iron Mike's body, refusing to separate despite the referee's instructions, leading to his disqualification.
And he's just not going to come in firing, leaving himself open as he was able to do against lesser opponents.
Was in trouble in both the 1st and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose of Jeff.
Later, the commission changed the result to a victory by technical knockout at 1 minute and 19 seconds of the 5th round in favor of Tyson due to his unquestionable performance. Mike Tyson versus Lorenzo Boyd. "I only intend to match his fighting rhythm" was one of the first things Lorenzo Boyd said before his fight against Mike Tyson. It may seem far from arrogant, but what followed proved that, deep down, he believed himself superior to all those who had tried to defeat the young legend before him. Everyone in the country felt intimidated by him, and Tillis let us know that he is a vulnerable guy who makes a lot of mistakes. Boyd spoke about Tyson's performance in the ring. More or less, Lorenzo claimed to be ready to face the young knockout machine after studying him enough to know what to do when he made the mistakes he kept repeating. On the night of July 11, '86, in the ring at Stevensville Hotel, Swan Lake, New York, Boyd had to prove that his skills matched his words, but the phrase, "the shot backfired," could not have been more accurate. During the first round, Tyson's offensive, consisting of right hooks to the body, stopped all of Boyd's attempts to win the fight, neutralizing him to the point of being unable to mount an attack. It was during this first round that Tyson broke Boyd's nose. In fact, it is said that it was with the first punch, sealing the fate of the bold fighter.
But he hits so hard that it doesn't matter what position he's hitting you from.
Finalmente, en la segunda ronda.
Finally, in the second round, the invincible Iron Mike closed the night with a strong right hook to the body, crowned with a clean right that connected beneath Boyd's chin, sending him backward to the floor. After the fight, Lorenzo's new testimony indicated that Tyson was stronger than he thought.
Saw from a sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right hand to the body and the chin.
Mike Tyson versus Eddie Richardson. At the time of the fight, Eddie Richardson was the boxing champion in the South. His announced record was 12 victories, 8 of them by knockout and 2 defeats. His status made him think that defeating a young man who had just begun to write his legacy in the sport would be easy, but he couldn't be more wrong. On the night of November 13, '85, in the ring at Ramada Houston Hotel, Houston, Texas, Mike Tyson and Eddie Richardson would clash in a scheduled 8-round fight that would end before the first round was over. Tyson's first punch was a right cross strong enough to send Richardson to the ground just 8 seconds into the fight.
That's the motto, of course.
Right hand by Tyson.
After the fall, young Iron Mike chased Richardson like a predator to his prey, throwing powerful headshots. The Southern champion's knees were locked by a left punch at 1 minute and 5 seconds, falling directly to the floor for the second time, where he remained crouched, making little effort to stand up.
It's a great future. If they can find some fights for him.
After the fight, Richardson was asked if he had ever been hit so hard, to which he replied, yes, having been hit by a truck a year earlier. If you've made it this far, we thank you by reminding you that there is no better way to support our content than by leaving a like on the video and subscribing, activating the notification bell. We bring you the best fights so you can enjoy them wherever you go at any time of the day. Surely you'll want to stay tuned. Now that you know about the most arrogant fighters that Tyson had to face in his early years, which of these outcomes do you find the most sinister? We read your comments.